Okay. Hello. 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 Okay. So far, we ain't gonna be pressing any buttons today. One, because today is FOMC, so there's high probability the market is gonna do what? Chop around, and we're not gonna get anywhere during this our trading session right here. So there's a high probability we would be chopping around, and there won't be any setup presented for us to trade, just like how we are already seeing right here. So let's look, let's just start with a top-down analysis. So this right here is the new week opening gap. Price has traded through it. Let's draw that out in time. So this right here is, this gap here is a new week opening gap. So price has been doing what? Moving in a certain direction. All this is choppy and up down up down up down up down. So all this right here is on the daily chart is most likely balanced. It's a balanced price range. So to take a lot for price to get through all this, also all this too, right here. So we are looking for, we are waiting for what? The FOMC news to actually displace price in either the up direction or the down, or towards the downside, because right now on the daily charts this is the only liquidity points here. On the while on the there's a lot of sell side liquidity hanging around. There's sell side liquidity pool here, sell side liquidity, a lot of sell side liquidity. This one equal lows sell side liquidity right here. So there is so many liquidity pools. Look at this, many liquidity pools right there. This right here too. So right now we are doing what? We're actually waiting. We're waiting for price to displace in either direction, with the FOMC events coming out when? Today. So we would likely see either a run above this liquidity here or displacement below right here. So that is what we are looking at in price right now. So let's go to a lower time frame like the 15 minutes to continue. So at this point in time here, and also here, price did what? Actually created what? Relatively equal highs right here. Let's assume that on this certain day, let's give this assumption that on this day right here we have a very perfect market. What we are going to be looking at is, we're looking at what? This equal highs right here. Then during the 9 o'clock to the 10 o'clock time, what we're anticipating is price to start dropping lower. Then we'll likely see it should come for either this liquidity here or this one right here. If you look at, you can see where I wrote engineered lows here. So that area here, right here, this low, if you look at this low and this low, you see they are relatively equal to each other. Yeah, just few pips, so they are very relatively equal to each other. So right there, we'll be looking for what price to drop down, probably taking out this one or the one right here. Then after taking out this engineered low right here, this engineered low right there, we would now start looking for what price to take out this one. Then we'll likely start looking at, does it take out this buy side liquidity here, or does it not do it? So that scenario is in a perfect market condition. But in a market condition right now where everything is just choppy and market is not really wanting to give setups and actually go in a certain direction, which would be profitable for traders to be able to just, get in and get out at a certain point, not get in, start consolidating, chop around, take out full stop loss, then run in their direction. That is not what we're looking. That is not the kind of trading we're looking for. We're looking for easy, clean setups that it will give us the setup, then do what? Start running in the direction of our trade and not against us. So those are the kind of setups we are actually looking for right now. One sec, give me a sec. uh, okay. So let's continue. So right now, like I was saying before, we would want a trade that would just start moving in our direction and not consolidating, just like how this one has just been moving sideways all from the open. Yeah, yeah, look, it's just choppy and it's not really much movement on a normal day, what would we be expecting? First we would like to see what these relatively equal highs not get swept first, or one or what we would like to see, okay, this the relatively equal highs, they get swept, tapping into a higher time frame order block or a PD array. So would have liked to see something like this, say a higher time frame PD array right here. This is an order block right here, because this is the last down up close candle before this drop right here. So would have liked to see this happen. Then after this happen, we'll see a setup. We will see a setup forming then that starts attacking what sell side liquidity and sell side liquidity right there. So let's look at what's going on in our chart in this. So then okay. So okay, let's continue this. So it tapped into what a higher time frame. Let's go back to the 15 minutes. So right here, price did what, tapped into a higher time frame PD array. Then would like to see what a setup being formed. So what was the time around the year? During a macro, would like to see it being formed during a macro. Okay, so right here, macro starts right here, tapped into what a higher time frame array right here. So we're not expecting it to go above it anymore. So let's mark that out first. Okay, so most times during the macro, okay, so price did what, tapped into a higher time frame PD array. That's on the 15 minutes order block. Okay, so created this high, then created this balanced price range right here. And price actually did what, came back, starts dropping lower. Then 10 a.m. news, because there's a news around 10 a.m. So now that's so the news right there around 10 a.m. because when we start looking for our setup, even though our own the New York session starts around 9 a.m., we are looking for setup, because what we are looking for is all this should be a Judas swing. That's all a fake move. Then we should start moving in this direction for our trades. So that is what we'll be expecting for our trade setup. So looking at this right here, price did what, tapped into a higher time frame PDRA, right? Creates this low, then this high, then this low, then this higher high right here. So we look for what, a displacement down for this place to become a breaker. So what sorry, this is a retest. Right now it looks like I'm speaking gibberish, so let me start all over again. So what are the things you are looking for during your 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for a setup? Like, okay, I'm looking for a setup to trade during this also particular time. On this also particular day, okay, we are expecting price to be choppy, which price is actually doing here. So even though it's actually, it gave us, look at right here now, most of the time when we want to trade during this session, we look for what, a high, a low, a higher high. This higher high should do what, be doing what, taking out, after taking out either buy side liquidity, or it should be tapping into a higher time frame premium discount array. So it tapped into a premium array right here, which is the 15 minutes order block. After doing that, it starts to rotate lower. After rotating lower, giving us, then after trading down towards this order block, this block here, that's this down close candle that formed, that actually sent price higher before. After trading down towards it, that place now becomes what, a breaker. This candle becomes a breaker right here. The entire candle in itself becomes a breaker, but we are looking for what, the lower portion of the breaker to actually like send us lower on that trade. So right now in this trade, we should be seeing something like this. Price, okay, around 10 o'clock, which is our time. Okay, now we see around the 9:50, price actually formed the breaker setup. Then it trades inside this fair value gap here. There is a fair value gap there from the high of this candle to the low of this place here, like this. This is actually the fair value gap. So but this is also our breaker right here. This entire candle, that entire candle is our breaker. So what price now did, around 10 o'clock news, price gave us entry into the breaker, failing to reach where, consequence encroachment of the breaker, which shows us, okay, yes, we are bearish, but this is not what we'll be expecting. This kind of choppy price action after our setup has now been presented to us, we won't be expecting something like this to be chopping around. We'll start seeing what, candles leaving the breaker and start creating what, one sec, breakaway gaps. That's what we'll be seeing. Should be creating what, gaps that price did not trade back into, like that. Breakaway gaps like this, a gap where price does not trade back into, or something like this, where where price did not trade back into. That is what we should be looking for as a sign that this is actually going in our direction. But look at right here, after price tapped into a higher time frame PDRA, begins to do what, okay, it gave us an entry, but it has just been hanging around here all this while. On a normal day, we'll be looking at this low right here and saying, we'll be looking at this low right here and say, I actually want speed below this low right here, but look at what is happening right here. Price is just what, consolidating. It's just chopping around. It came back, take out the low, then it's looking like it wants to go back and take out this high right here, which is looking like already a seek and destroy profile already. So it's consolidating, even though it actually gave us a trade entry. After the entry, look at what it's just doing. Chopping around, chopping around, chopping around, chopping around, move up. Let's imagine this gap here was supposed to stay open. Look at what price did. Came back inside, starts dropping, drops down, consolidates again, move back up, which is it should start spooling in our direction, not even waiting in this area right here. We should start doing what, attacking all these equal lows right here. So look, it just price did what, just taps into the equal low and start retracing back up, which is not the algorithmic signature we are looking for in price. Look, see now price is retracing all the way back up, looking like it wants to go back to take out this high. In our trading session, we should just be seeing what price coming, this gave us an entry at this point, then start dropping in our direction, not hanging around our trading where we start, or where everything started from in the initial place, because this was where we started looking for setup. Okay, price did or trade up inside where this other block, start dropping down in our direction. No, it did not do that. It just started hanging around. One sec. So right here, see, drops down, takes out this low right here, and starts doing what, going back up, which is not an algorithmic signature we are looking for in to that will tell us, oh, this thing is actually going in our direction. A trader is that, let's say we entered at this point here, which is goes up entry, and we're already dropping down, already 71 points, 73 points. On a normal day for a trading session, we are already looking for 100 handles, and price has dropped what, 73 points. So why should price start retracing back up after dropping over 73 points? What's going on? Why should price start retracing back up over 43 handles now after dropping over 73 points, which is not what we are looking for on this kind of trading day? In our trading session, we shouldn't be seeing things happening like this. Price should start doing what, dropping in our direction, then giving us little, let's say it's actually do a little bit of reversal. The reversal should not be from here to this area here and continue lower like that. That is how we should like to see it, not dropping down 70 points, retracing back over 43 points, then doing this right here. This is not this kind of signature in price we would like to see. Even though what, it gave us an entry first, a high, a low, a higher high, that's a breaker setup. Okay, around 10 o'clock it did what, came back here to give us an entry into the trade, starts to do what, displace lower. It did not give us any breakaway gap, it doesn't give us any, it did not leave any fair value gap open to actually confirm to us that, okay, yes, we are really bearish right now. It went bearish for a while, now it's doing what, going bullish again. That is not a signature in price we would like to see, because what we would like to see is price actually dropping in one direction, not dropping, not doing all this kind of thing right here. Because right now we've actually just been doing what, consolidating in one certain direction. we've not literally moved. That's what price is actually showing us right here. Because this is the open of our session, this is the close of our session. What should we be expecting? We should be expecting what? Just a one directional move like this, not something like this, not a dump like this, then a move like this. This is not what we are looking for. No, this is not the kind of price action we are looking for in our trade. If we are looking for trades, we should not be seeing things like this happening. A up, down, up, down, up, down. That's not what we are looking for in our trade. If a trade is supposed to go in our direction, it should just be like this, from here down, not that choppy action like this. So that is why, FOMC, that is why this is one of the biggest reason why I don't trade on this kind of days, because I know price is likely to do what? Rotate lower after doing what? Price is likely to do what? Rotate above again. Even after giving us a clean setup, is likely to start dropping against our direction, which is not what we are looking for. Price should just start going in our direction, not doing what? Going up, coming down, going up, coming down, that's not the kind of price action we would like to see in our trade. We would like to see it just go in one direction, not going up, coming down, going up, coming down. That already would even mess up our day. So all this signature in price here, that's what is called choppy price action, and this is not what we would like to see in a trading day. One sec, let's see if I can actually like pull up a let's see if I can actually pull up a previous chart that has happened before now. So these are not the kind of price action we would like to see in our trades. If our trade is supposed to do what? To play out in our direction. These are not the kind of things we should like to be experiencing in our trades. So this is not even a juicy price action that I would like to do what? Sit down in and actually trade, because right here this will literally mess up someone's day. Trading this, price did what? Give an entry, trades lower, doesn't take out those lows with speed, hasn't even dropped 100 handle points, then start doing what? Retracing back up like this. These are not the kind of algorithmic price action one would like to see during his or her trades. So this is one definition of choppy price action, and why we shouldn't even be trading on days like this. One sec. YouTube. Okay. Okay. So far, this is not the kind of price action I would be looking to trade, because right here during our session, okay, what has been happening? So far, choppy price action. This is not the kind of price action I would be looking to trade, because right here during our session, okay, what has been happening? So far, choppy price action. This is not the kind of price action I would be looking to trade, even right now. It's just consolidating, so there's not really much I would even like to be talking about. I would like to be talking about right here, because there's nothing to talk about in this kind of trade right here. It's just messy, because I would like to even use trades, how things are actually playing out, to actually explain the charts, but this is not a nice price action that would actually entice me to teach about, because right here we're trading in a consolidation. I'm trading inside a consolidation, so I won't be anything I explain here to just literally fly over your head, because the algorithmic signatures we are always looking for in price is not there. So you know what? Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up, no, no, no. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up, no, no, no. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's look at what all these guys are doing. Let's use them as examples.
This is not a test. This is a message.
Hey, not bad, bro. Nice. Yes, an immediate move above this high would be very
Looking
nice.
at
Yeah, looks like
this
ES
guy
is
right
almost
here.
at TP. Yeah, I don't want to
It's
close it
trading.
early, man.
Look at. You can also
ES
see
puts in the SMT.
consolidation all through.
We
And
just
it's
might
trying to
have to.
trade
You
a
know, I don't want to get
consolidation.
greedy on a day like this. If
Can
ES
it be
takes that buy
profitable?
side 10 a.m. I mean, I would expect Nasdaq to as well, but let's just see what happens here.
Can he do this consistently?
Like I
No,
said, we'll move the stop
because
loss.
He would what?
Like we'll move it right here
He would start
if
making.
ES takes the buy
There's
side.
a
You know,
lot
I'm not
of
gonna.
room for
not
a
gonna be
lot of
complacent.
mistakes here because the price action is.
I haven't. I'm still holding it, by the way. I didn't let
it's
go.
just chopping around. It's not really going.
Yeah,
anyway.
Put it back now. I don't want
It's
to
not
hold
really,
it forever.
you can see him right here. He's
Holding
trying to
for
move his
TP.
stop loss where?
For me, yeah,
He's trying to
TP's
move
right
his stop
here.
loss in the direction
It
of
shouldn't
the
have
market.
slowed
He doesn't
down.
want to
It
take
should have sped
too
up,
much losses.
you know?
Why?
It should be in a hurry to
Because
run the buy
he's
stops here.
He's also not confident.
Should be in a
that
hurry.
Even the price might even retrace
Should be in a hurry.
towards this
But
place
there's
or
no rush.
finally go to his final
Order
take
flow
profit
definitely
right
bullish.
here. So he's actually he's really scared because this market has just been.
I wouldn't expect the
consolidating all
second
through,
stage
which
delivery
is-
here.
this
Where
is
did you
not
buy? I
even
missed it. We
a
got
day
in on
to
this
be
inversion
trading,
fair
right
value
here.
gap right here.
So anyone trading this right
We
here
got in
is
at
just gambling.
10:36.
It's just
Okay,
gambling.
we are approaching. If we get lucky here, we'll just get a
Because all this
If we get lucky, though it's
all
possible.
these-
You know, I've seen
is not what
definitely
we
seen it
would
before.
like to.
Right? We're watching very
with
closely.
confidence to sit down
Soon
and
as-
say, okay, I would
Just
like
edging,
to
bro.
trade this
We're just edging at this point.
because after this
Take your
drop,
toxic
there was no what sweep on a higher time
1046
frame
macro. Yeah,
premium
1046
discount
is- That's why I
array
don't have my TP right
There
here.
was
I'm
no
gonna
sweep.
trail it.
on a higher discount
definitely
on
edging
a
right
premium
now.
discount array on the higher time frame. Price just suddenly start reversing back.
On which site do you buy?
Just
We
like
are
reversing
currently
back.
using my funded
without
futures and
no
top set.
no
Why do you think price
no,
will sweep buy side on the hourly?
no
No, it definitely could.
confirmation,
I just don't like to.
nothing. Just
Look, it's been a
start
very
retracing
range day.
in a particular
I always tell
direction,
myself on a day like this, just
Which
take
is
the
not
2R.
what we would like to see.
This
If
yeah, this TP is exactly
what?
2R. That's how I managed
Wow.
it.
either bearish or bullish. Those are not the kind of
This TP. So I'm just putting this up here because I'll show you why. It might
those are not
explode
the kind of things
through.
we would like to see when we are taking trades.
Oh my god, NQ took the high there. I might close this. Yeah, NQ did take the high. I'm gonna close this position, guys. So I honestly, I'm not gonna get greedy with that. Yeah, so why did I close? NQ took the high there. I don't fuck around with that. Someone low-key, I should have been trading. I should have been looking at NQ. That's on me there. Usually what I do is I have both monitors up.
Look at how
Usually I have
Yeah,
both
all
monitors
monitors.
up. Someone actually, that's a mistake. I don't deserve that win, to be honest.
This trade right
If
here
this goes lower,
is
I don't
just a
deserve
gamble.
this. I don't deserve this win.
Yeah, just literally gambling. This is
I
not
don't
a
deserve
trade.
that win.
A trade is just supposed to do what?
Yeah, I
Run
should have been
in your
looking at. That's a
direction
mistake on my part.
and
I should have been
not
looking at
what?
Nasdaq. I
Start
always look in
retracing
Nasdaq.
back against
I
you.
chart on Nasdaq and then I just switch over.
That's not how a trade is
supposed to happen. It could still pump though. It could. I'm not saying it's not gonna go higher, but like I said, if I was trading Nasdaq, I would have closed. Definitely could go higher. Still,
So now
in
let's
fact-
go back into
honestly, if I'm being honest, I think
trading
1050
these
will
charts.
likely continue higher, but we'll see. That's a mistake. Yeah, I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of that at all. Actually, that's quite frustrating for me.
nope, not this.
I don't like that. Did you exit? Yeah, I've closed the position there. Yeah, I don't feel good. Like that one hurt. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, and there. I got lucky, man. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I should have been stopped out here. I should have been. You took wrong side? No, I didn't take wrong side. We caught a win, but. I'm gonna trade to sell stop. I know, Cookie. That's a mistake. Yeah, we made that mistake. Yeah, that's. I mean, I can't believe we got lucky. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the time we get unlucky.
So look at. This is what I'm saying right here.
I'll do a trade recap quickly for you guys, and
Price,
then we'll
okay. You gave an entry.
personal preference. I don't
like
trade
that,
personal.
okay, saying this is a long. most people will
Yeah,
be
I don't think I
targeting
would have
your
looked, you know.
this
I've been
buy
looking
side
at ES
liquidity
all
right here,
day,
because this is a
like
swing
switching
high.
through.
So most people will be
ES
targeting
didn't
what
take the
this
high.
buy side
Didn't even look
liquidity.
at Nasdaq. Oh, bro, it's gonna
Now,
stop me break even. I
this is
really hope
also
it reverses
like
on
a
you
swing
for you,
high
but
right here.
yeah, we
Price
took
did
one
what?
trade there.
Okay,
We took
after
a win. I'll show you guys the
tapping
trade there.
into this what, just by a tick or so, sweeps it.
Just a small scalp
Then
there. 2R.
someone buys it here.
How many live funded? We don't have any
Only
funded
for
right now.
this
I lost
portion here. Now look
blue
at
my
what's happening.
fundeds on the
It's
4th.
trading back
On
downwards
the, what am I
again.
saying, on the 4th?
This is not the
On
kind
the-
of
on the
algorithmic
Friday, last
signature
Friday.
we are looking for in price. This is not what we are looking for in price. A day when price should be doing what doing a day when price is to move in our direction, we would see what, a very clear liquidity sweep or price dropping or tapping into what, a higher time frame PDRA. Let's imagine this right here now. Price did what, tapped into a higher time frame premium discount array. Good, clear. It creates a breaker setup right here, which I've shown previously. Then it should start doing what, spooling in one direction, not consolidating. It should just start spooling in that direction, and you will know, okay, yes. Look, let's go back to today's Asia session, and let me use that as an explanation. Even though today's Asia session, there was nothing to like any trade there. Look at what I'm talking about here now. Do you see this? Do you see this? Just a displacement down. Do you see? It's leaving gaps open here. He left this one open. He left this one open. He left it open. He left this gap open here, like that. Then he used this one. He used this gap here to do what? To displace price. What? Lower. That is what. That is the kind of price action we are looking for. See this gap here. Use it to do what? Displace lower. Not. That is where you know. Okay, yes. Price is actually going in our direction. Is moving in our direction. This one right here, even though it was displacing lower, it wasn't giving a setup, and it wasn't what, during a trading session time. That's when this one actually did all this. But what, that is what we're looking for. Price doing what first, tapping into what, a higher time frame premium discount array, then reverse down, creating what, fair value gaps or CBs, creating CBs right here. See, this stays open. Price did not trade into it. Look at this one right here too. This one also did what? It stayed open. Price did not drop back into it. Those are the kind of signs we should be looking for when what, we are trading. We are looking to take trades. When we are looking to take trades, this is not what we are looking for. Look at this. Does this look sweet? Does this look juicy for anybody to say, oh, I want to put my money behind this? No, it's not. If I was a buyer right here and I want price to start going up in my direction, would I be comfortable how price is retracing back downwards like this? Hell no. Why? Because this right here is what I call a seek and destroy. Look at price did what? Starts from here, trades are up, stops here, come down, okay, takes out this high right here, taps into a higher time frame premium discount array. Now did what? Drops down, taking out this high and taking out this low, this swing low, taking out also this swing low. Then what did he do? Start retracing back up again. Then did what? Take out what? This swing high right here. After taking out this swing high, what does it start doing again? Starts dropping down back. All this like this during a trading session where you just want market to move in one direction, or move up in one direction, or move down in one direction. This is not what you would like to see. The price is just doing what? Is what? Seeking. The price is what? Seeking liquidity. It's seeking the liquidity above here. Then what? Wrecking the people that went long. So this is what we call seek and destroy. It's seeking liquidity that is here. then destroying those people that they went long when the market was what moving higher. Now people that entered, there was that guy, now he entered around this area here, now what price has come back to his entry. So all these are signatures in price that we would not want to actually be seeing. We would not like to see stuff like this in the market during our trading session. And this is already almost the ending of our trading session. So those are the kind of things we don't like to see in our trading session. Price literally just did what? Consolidated. Let's look at this. See now. Look at it on the higher time frame. Did we really move anywhere? No. Look at all this now. This one moved from here down like this. That is something. Those are what we are looking for in our own trading session. Not this. Not what 1, 2, 3. Everything is just hanging around in one place, seeking and destroying. This is not the kind of thing we are looking for in our trading session. Our trading session is just supposed to have just a displacement in a direction. Let's say okay, this we tapped into a higher time frame PDRA, then a displacement down in our direction like this, taking out places like this, and that is all we should be done, not hanging around like this. That's not what we're looking for. So midnight open. So as the midnight open, coming. Okay. So as you can see here, all this is choppy. One sec, let me add the 930 also. Opening range. Now let me clean up my charts. Let me clean up these charts. All this. Let me clean them up. Control Z. Just mark this as sell side liquidity pool. Okay. So let's make all this brown, a little bit lighter, those opening prices. Let's make them gray like that. Midnight open also gray. So now one more thing I want to add, one more thing is right here right now. If you look at, I marked out what 8:30 open. All these places are algorithmic times when price do certain things. So this is 8:30 open. I also marked out this right here. This is what the midnight open. This is New York midnight open. So all these places, the algorithm does what? Refer to all those places. The midnight open, the 8:30 open, and what? The 9:30 open. So when price is above, looking at this all this now right here, when the market is above what? The 8:30 open, is above the midnight open, is also what? Above the 9:30 opening, like that. All those opening, okay, we should be looking for what? A sell. So what is happening right here? After this happened right here, then we had a entry. We came back where? To the 9:30 open, to the 8:30 open, which this is like should be like one of our final targets, the midnight open. Even if we're not looking to take anything below this area here, let's assume on that day, this is it. This should have been our entire trading session like this. From this, drop down, and price should do what? Drop down towards this area, and we should be done for the day. And that is where we should be done for the day. But look at what price is doing. It's hanging around where? 8:30 opening. Where did it come back to here? 9:30 opening. Trade up. See, did what? Trades down, come back again. All this right here is not the signature in price we would like to trade, because all we'll just get messed up trading something like this. This would literally ruin our entire day trading something like this. All this is seek and destroy, seek and destroy, seek and destroy. So that's why I said I'm not trading today. If I was trading today, I would not be smiling and even be chatting happily, because all this right here it will give me so much stress that I'm losing so much money trying to trade this, and it will mess up my entire week. So that's why with back testing and with time, we've already learned how to do what? Identify days like this and avoid them, to keep what? Our sanity and our mental state good, because all this will literally mess up with our mental state, to mess it up. So we better do what? Avoid days than like this than actually trade them, because when we start trading stuff like this, oh my goodness, it will so mess with you. You would actually hate, you feel like giving up on trading. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. These guys. Ooh, oh goodness. Ah, this right here. You know what? We are done for today right here because this is already past our trading time. We're done right now, and I'll be looking to trade very early, very early, um, before the 9:30 tomorrow. So I'll be anticipating like a pre-market session tomorrow. So stay alert and be safe. Bye for now.